Hey YouTube, Hogs back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing another server video. So this is 3.18.3.0. They're getting pretty long these days. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing you want to do is open TextEdit, and you'll notice that there's like a little bar here, which is to change the font size, so like you can make it like really big. But what actually you want to do is convert it to plain text, which will get rid of the formatting in the document. So you just want it to be like just plain text. So I'm just going to zoom in here. Okay, so what you want to type is hashtag !! /bin/bash, and this will be in the description, by the way, so you can go check that out. And then we want to get the directory for the MacOS, like Unturned MacOS file for Unturned. So what you want to go is to Steam and just see your Steam thing here, and then you want to go right click on Unturned, just go Properties, and then the third tab along is Local Files. And this top button here is Browse Local Files. Now for most of you, you'll have Unturned in the default location, which is Library, Application Support, Steam, steamapps, Common, Unturned. But if you have like an external hard drive, it's going to be different. So then right click on Unturned and then go to your package contents, and then just go to Contents, macOS, and then you'll get this file here. So you want to go to Terminal, so just open that, and it's right here. And then you want to get this file and just drag it in there. It should have like a little plus icon, and then it'll make like the directory of it. So you want to highlight from this / to the end, and make sure you don't highlight this stuff. You just want to get the pure directory of it, so you can copy that. And then on the next line of this, you want to paste it. Alright guys, so just in editing this video, I didn't say it should look like this, so it will have the bin bash on the top and then the code on the bottom. Okay, so now what you want to do is put a space, and I'll zoom in, negative nographics plus batch mode. Oh, we went to the next line. Let's just expand that. Plus batch mode, and then plus, I'm just going to make it a LAN server. So if you want to make it a public server, you put internet server. But if I'm just going to make it LAN server, so LAN server will make it so like VAC secure is disabled, but VAC doesn't really do anything on Unturned. So but if you do want to port forward it, like, you have to put internet server. Okay, so we're going to save this, and you want to save it as, I'm just going to call it test server, and this is just the file that is going to be called in your desktop. So, and you must put .command, so let's just zoom in on that. So test server .command. It doesn't really matter what you before it, but it must be .command. Don't leave it as .txt because it won't work. Alright, so if we double click it, it'll say you don't have privileges to launch it. So what we want to do, and just make a new window, is use the chmod command. So chmod, if I just zoom in here, and then a plus x, and then you want to put a space, and then you want to get your file, and then just drag it in, and there is the directory for it. And then you press enter, and then now you can close your terminal. Now if we launch it, we'll have privileges. So what I'm going to do is launch a server, and I launched it twice, of course I did. There we go. Okay, so you can just minimize this flashing thing, and now we have a servers folder, and there's my Hugs test thing. So this folder you want to focus on is the server folder, and in this commands.dat, If you have VLC installed, it'll try and open it with that, but you actually want to open it with TextEdit, so right there, and it will be a blank document, and we're going to enter like our parameters here. So here's where you enter things like the name of your server, mode, so like if it's easy, hard, medium, map is another one. So instead of actually describing each of the parameters in commands.dat, I've just decided to put them in the description because it's a lot easier, and I've got a link there to a webpage that explains all of the parameters you can use. So that link will be in the description as well. Let's save that and quit that. Now let's get onto the server. So the first thing you want to do is boot up your Unturned, because if you don't, then you won't be able to launch Unturned. So I'm going to open the server, and I recommend putting it like a smaller window so it doesn't come up the flashing screen as a full screen window. I mean, you can obviously minimize it, but okay, so minimize, there we go, and then you can minimize your Unturned. Alright, so now I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Let's go 1600 by 900. I don't want to go full screen because I don't know if it actually works. So let's join it. So there you go, guys, it's working and I'm on the server right now. Now the loadout can be a little bit glitchy on Mac. I found like a lot of problems when you're joining the server for the first time. It sort of glitches out your inventory and overlaps items. So if you're an admin, I recommend just giving yourself stuff rather than having a loadout. Also, I wouldn't recommend the server for like playing the game as well as hosting the server because of performance issues. One piece of advice I can give though is if you have another computer, I recommend playing Unturned with that, purely because it is quite stressful for a Mac playing the game as well as hosting the server. So if you do have another computer, you can use that to play Unturned and then use your Mac to host it, because surprisingly hosting the server with a few, three or four or five people only uses about 10 to 20% CPU. And provided that your internet connection is high enough, if you're port forwarding it, it is fast enough, then you'll be fine with hosting the server. And then your other computer is free to actually play the game. So thanks guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.